Our guys did exactly what we asked them to do. We knew it was going to be a full-quarter battle, and it was exactly that.
Cause this is my moment. Fires it over the middle. Randall Cobb, touchdown, Green Bay. Breaks a tackle. Boy, you could feel it all the way up here. Left side, intercepted. Down the right sideline. Douglas to the house. High stepping. Touchdown.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Total Packers with Matt LaFleur, Larry McCarren, along with the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. And Matt, let's cut right to the chase. How does 9-3 feel heading into the bye?
Well, it always feels good when you're coming off a win, especially against a really good football team in the LA Rams. I was really proud of our guys for their ability to stay focused, stay committed, and play, some pretty good football on Sunday night.
60-plus points over the last two games. Is your offense hitting its stride?
I think we've done better. I still think there's room for improvement. Certainly there's opportunities that we feel like we have to convert. When you get down in the red zone, we definitely want to be kicking PATs and not kicking field goals. So there's a lot of room for improvement, but I'm happy with the effort of our guys. I think our guys, we fought through a lot of adversity. I think our guys are locked in. They're committed to being their best.
Well, one of those guys, A.J. Dillon, against the Rams, 25 touches, 90 yards. But when he's getting the football, he's not only gaining yards, he's really beating the opposition into submission. Is that a great weapon to have?
Oh, absolutely. It is probably a little bit demoralizing when he's running people over because every yard he gained in that game, it seemed like it was yards after contact. And I don't know what the exact number was, but he broke so many tackles and was just running violently, running behind his pads. It wasn't always pretty, but it was effective.
Randall Cobb, 4 catches for 95 yards in just one half of football. Could you talk about the decision to feature him, or was it a conscious decision?
Randall's a guy that always does his job, and when given opportunities, he's come through for us time and time again. I think if you look at the majority of his catches this season have been in critical situations, whether it's on third down in the red zone or going for explosive gains. So he's a guy that we certainly missed in the second half, but was really happy with his performance.
Defensively speaking, were you happy with your ability to stop the run and still take care of business in the back end, balancing the two?
Yeah, absolutely. I thought our guys did a really good job. I thought the effort was there. I saw guys flying around, and that's what we talk about all the time, is just the mark of a good defense is the tenacity, the effort that they play with. And when they're swarming and we're able to stop the run with playing a two-shell defense, it gives you opportunities to make some plays in the back end. And I thought all in all, our guys across the entire defense did an outstanding job.
Thank you, Matt. Coming up, the Packers' latest superhero, Rasul Douglas. Don't go away. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by your local Chevy dealers, by Bellin Health, and by Johnsonville. Welcome back. This one-on-one is brought to you by Pothole Frozen Pizza from Quick Trip.
Left side, intercepted. Down the right sideline. Douglas to the house. High stepping. Touchdown. Green Bay in a third quarter. Dagger.
Rasul, I don't know if you realize this, but to Packer fans, you're like a superhero. You came out of nowhere this season to save the day. Do you feel that superhero status?
Nah, nah, not at all. You know, like we're all a team. We're all superheroes here. So we all just out here trying to do one job, and that's win.
Well, you're certainly doing that. Tell me about your pick six, and I believe it was your first pick six in the NFL. Tell me all about it.
Just a good call by coach. He showed us a couple routes that they might run, and they ran one of them. So I kind of stuck my foot in the ground and just went with my instincts and what I've been seeing from coach.
I understand you were not overly pleased with your very first Lambeau leap. Could you talk about that?
Yeah. I mean, I was kind of tripping as I was like in the end zone, so I couldn't get the vertical leap that I wanted to get. So yeah, whoever helped AJ Dillon get his leap better needs to help me as well.
You know, Rasul, the pick six was just part of a big game overall for you. 5 tackles. I think the official stats had you for 4 passes defensed. Pro Football Focus has you as the highest graded Packer defensive player. What do all those things say about Rasul Douglas?
Just a hard worker. You know, listening to the coaches. They're doing a great job of putting me in position to make plays, and I'm just following them, making plays. Also, big ups to our defense, you know, and they getting pressure, allowing me to play fast and make some plays.
After the game, Matt LaFleur asked you to speak to the team. How did that go?
It went good. Almost a little emotional. Just telling them how I appreciate them for welcoming me, open arms, and making me feel like family since the first day I got here. So I just told the guys I appreciate them for that.
Going back to earlier in your time here, and you get your first start against the Washington football team. And there's a play, kind of a gadget play, a reverse. You, at one point in the play, are the farthest Green Bay Packer from the ball. And yet, you take it upon yourself to be the guy that gets over on the other side of the field and knocks the ball loose to force a fumble. Where did you come up with that kind of approach to your game? That, hey, it's on me to make the play.
Yeah, always. If you don't make it, it's not going to get made. You can't wait for somebody else to make a play. It's effort. You know, something that no one can coach you or teach you. It's in you. To not give up on a play, to always hustle. And I seen the opening, I seen him running, and I was like, I'm going to catch him. And when I got there, I thought I could get the ball out, so I went there attacking.
Well, Rasul, thanks for being with us. Enjoy your bye week, and best of luck the rest of the way.
Appreciate you, Larry. Thanks for having me.
More of the show in just a bit, but first, let's catch up with a few of the Packers giving back to those in need this holiday season.
Burks, linebacker with the Green Bay Packers. We're out here today with Better Days mentoring, handing out coats. It's starting to get a little cold out, so hopefully we can keep everybody warm this winter.
So we started last year, and this year we just kind of made it bigger and better with coats donated through the Packers. It's been really awesome. It's good to see that they care about the community that they live in, especially with such a small place, for them to be able to interact and for people to see that they care about them, I think is super important. Just the interaction in the community is really awesome.
Yeah, that should be good. Yep. All right, appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir.
Have a nice Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, perfect.
Giving back is everything. Showing people that there is hope, you know, that there is good out there. I think that's important for not only people to see, but also the younger generation, you know, to see those good things happening. Maybe one day they'll be able to influence others in the same way.
Anytime you can give back to the community that gives so much to us on game day, just giving us a lot of energy. We just want to make sure everybody's warm and able to handle the winter coming up. Packers are a community-owned team, so it just makes sense that we give back to the community as much as we do, because it's so important to use the platform that we have and continue to do good in the community.
We're really grateful that they're here to support, and we're really glad that we can help the community in any way possible.
Thank you.
No problem.
Highly appreciate it.
You have a good day.
You as well.
That's two of them for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good one.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Welcome back. This week's Chalk Talk is brought to you by Network Health. Motion serves a lot of purposes in football, and one of them is forcing the defense into quick decisions. And people do the darndest things under pressure. On this play, Randall Cobb's in the backfield and he goes in motion, and a Ram inside linebacker is going to adjust accordingly. But when that linebacker sees Aaron Rodgers look in the other direction, that linebacker says, I better move in that direction. And now the ball goes out to Randall Cobb. And with the other Packer receivers running the other coverage off, Randall is all by his lonesome. It is clear sailing up the sideline, and when it's not so clear, Randall comes up with a hellacious move, makes a man miss, and he's going 27 yards for a first down. 3 plays later, it's Josiah DeGuara going in motion, and this time a Ram safety goes right with him. But when that safety feels like he's gone far enough, he starts making adjustments, and look what's happening. Jalen Ramsey, the Rams' all-world corner, is moving off Davante Adams and outside to cover DeGuara. Moving over to cover Adams is a 5'9", 159-pound nickelback. Now that's a matchup Aaron Rodgers can live with, and not surprisingly, that's right where he's going. Let's check out Davante. The patented stutter step, and then he just powers through the coverage. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch, 43 yards. The Packers scored a touchdown 2 plays later. Motion playing a role in 70 of the 89 yards on this touchdown drive.
Snap to Rodgers, tight pocket, lofts it down the left side. Davante's got it. 20, 15, out of bounds. He flips the field. The great Davante Adams.
Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Network Health, by your Wisconsin Toyota dealers, and by Ticketmaster. Welcome back. Time to hand out game balls. And Matt, on offense, you're going with Aaron Rodgers. And my question is, he's one of those players who could probably get a game ball for every game. How do you decide which games he gets a game ball?
Yeah, that's a great question. He certainly is the catalyst for this football team, for our offense. Has been a great leader. For him to go out there and throw for over 300 yards and just be able to run for a touchdown as well, juking out Jalen Ramsey. It's a big time credit to his talent, his ability to get the mental reps in throughout the course of the week. But I also want to mention our offensive line. What a great job they did against one of the premier fronts in the National Football League, and they did an outstanding job.
Couldn't agree more, Matt. On defense, several game balls, one of them to Rasul Douglas, who had the pick six but played a heck of a game all around.
He certainly did. He's so competitive, and I didn't want to say he had 4 pass breakups, was in on a few tackles as well. He's just a physical presence, and you don't always get that from the corner position, but I love how he competes, and he's been a huge addition to this football team.
Talking about a physical presence, another game ball goes to Kenny Clark.
Yeah, Kenny has been super consistent. He's playing at a really high level. There were times where he's absolutely abusing the guy in front of him, and we like to see that. And it's not only in the passing game; it's in the run game as well. He made some big time tackles and was able to, shed some blocks and just get those TFLs, which definitely help us.
And also, Adrian Amos gets a game ball, and that 4th down play, what a tone setter.
It certainly was, and that led to points for us. Just his ability to diagnose and recognize and then, shoot a shot.
What did you think when Sean McVay went for it on that 4th down?
I was excited about it because I had a lot of confidence in our defense. And, you know, anytime you get the ball, I want to say it was right around the 40-yard line, you expect to get points out of it. I was a little disappointed we didn't score a touchdown there, but every point obviously mattered in this game.
On special teams, a pair of game balls, Dominique, Daphne, and Equinomius St. Brown. What were you pleased with about their performances?
Well, both of those guys, you're talking about offensive players that play a lot of snaps on the offense side of the ball, and then they go down there on special teams and are giving great effort. EQ showed up all over the place as a gunner, making big time plays on our punt unit. And then Daphne was in on that big hit that was started by Henry Black, where we were able to recover a fumble. You know, can never have enough of those types of plays.
All right, coming up, the last word from the coach. Don't go away. Total Packers with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Fabic Cat, proud sponsor of the Green Bay Packers.
The mission of the Pro Football Hall of Fame is to honor the great heroes of the game, to preserve its history, promote its values, and celebrate excellence everywhere. Tonight, we celebrate one of the greatest Packers and one of the greatest players of all time in Hall of Famer Charles Woodson. There's only 29,000 who've ever been paid to play it, coach it, or officiate it in the National Football League. And in Canton, Ohio, there's only 354 bronze busts, of which 27 are Packers. It's a wonderful reminder that this great team, this legendary stadium, and this game that we all love was built on the shoulders of a man like this. So Charles, on behalf of the Pro Football Hall of Fame and all of us who love this great game, it is my honor to present to you your Hall of Fame Ring of Excellence.
Woo, man, hey, Packer fans. We know how it started here, we know how it ended. But in between there, we did some great things together. A lot of interceptions, a lot of touchdowns, Defensive Player of the Year, All Pros, Pro Bowls. But the most important thing that we did my time here was we brought the Lombardi Trophy back to Green Bay. I played here 7 years, and guess what? Now, I'll be here forever.
The Last Word with Matt LaFleur is brought to you by Construction Business Group and Wisconsin Operating Engineers. Welcome back. Time for the last word from the coach. And Matt, what'd you tell the boys before turning them loose?
I said, be smart, make good decisions. Obviously, you know, the coronavirus is still, it's still out there. You know, you hear it every week. Multiple people across the league are getting popped for having the virus. And certainly we need everybody available for us to be at our best. So I just said, hey guys, make sure you're smart. Try not to put yourself in too many situations where you could be affected by this. But it is good for them to get away, to kind of recharge the battery for the final run. We'll get back in on Monday and just get ready for the Chicago Bears. We know it's going to be, as always, a very tough, competitive, hard-fought game.
Matt, thank you. Enjoy your bye week. And thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.